Where do I even start on my birthday? My birthday went well. Alright, we're about to get started soon. To all those who wish me happy birthday, thanks, guys. I really do mean it. Don't forget to like the stream if you enjoy it. Thanks, Tayshawn. Yes, it was, Charles. It was alright. It could have been worse. At least I got to finish Ocarina of Time. Thank you, Mario Zelda 200. I appreciate that. Alright, let's get started already. Besides, I'll be streaming for like a good 4 hours. Just not the same when I'm... But I'll be fair. Increase max health. Alright, let's do it.
Ready to wreck shop talk? Not gonna be any bottles of beer on the wall when we're done.
Nice work.
Let's get to work.
That's what I'm talking about. Well,
thank you, Mario Zelda.
Keiko-chan too?
It is! So could you please just let me go?
Not a chance. You get a front row seat for when your boss shows up.
What are you, crazy? He'd murder me on the spot! Then he'd murder you two for dessert!
Huh. He's that scary, huh?
Yes, actually. Not to mention all his boys.
All the more reason to put him in his place. Pricks like that need to learn how to treat a lady.
Agreed. Oh, hold on. Sugiura.
Really? Oh, could he choose a worse fucking time? Talk about a buzzkill.
Hey there. Miss me?
Geez, it's been what, half a year? Everything good over there?
Good as it gets.
Well, I've got some good news of my own I wanted to give you, man. Tsukumo-kun and I have our very own detective agency.
Wait, are you saying you started a detective agency? Meaning, now you're a detective?
Yep, got our own office and everything. It's in Yokohama. Didn't want to muscle in on your turf.
Man, I don't know what to say. Oh, and by Tsukumo, you mean...
The one and only. At least, the only one I know. Thought his hacking might give us an edge. Never figured he and I were on the same wavelength about stuff.
You wanna wrap this up, Talk?
Anyway, we got a pretty big case. And to be honest, we're in a little over our heads. So that got me thinking, why don't we call up the pros? So they can show us how it's done.
Do you need an answer right away? We're in the middle of the usual.
Oh yeah? more sneaky shit?
Yep, I'll tell you all about it later.
Oh, come on. Give me just a hint.
Sorry, buddy.
You all set? Huh. Then let's roll.
Here we go. So, you're back.
Kosuke, care to explain what the fuck's going on?
It's not what you think.
We're here on account of a woman named Keiko Hamada. She says she's been threatened by an illegitimate business.
Oh, I see. You're the guy who had this dipshit's phone.
Yagami Detective Agency. At your service.
Yagami Detective? Yo, wait a sec. You the kid Matsugane-san took in? There, you see? I told you people have heard of us. Huh. As for me, the name's Kaito. Used to with Matsugane.
You're still mad.
Oh, I've heard plenty about you. You're a real celebrity, buddy. A man's gotta have a reputation, right? Masaharu Kaito. Ugly as an ape and just as dumb. Lets an amateur thief get the drop on him, then forks over the family safe? Yeah, you're a real legend. Don't talk like you were there, jackass. You want an ape? I'm about to go ape shit here.
Come on, man. Don't give him what he wants.
Fuckhead.
Now that we're past introductions, we're here to get Keiko-san's money. And we'll be tacking on our fee on top of that. Just business. I'm sure you understand.
Hear that, boys? The detectives come to collect. You know the best part of breaking ranks with the Tojo clan? The freedom. Huh? No more paying cuts to guys upstairs. Makes us even tougher. And guess what I spent the cash on? Walls. Now this is damn good soundproofing. Meaning whatever goes on inside, stays inside. You'll find out just how convenient that is.
You hear that, Kaito-san? He says we're free to cut loose.
Oh, yeah. Best news I've heard all day. I'm gonna open up a can of...
Hey, hold that thought a minute.
Greetings, Yagami-shi. Did Sugiura-shi call you a second ago?
He did, but look, Tsukumo, now's really not a good time.
Oh, so you really are just busy? He said you hung up on him, so I wanted to make sure. He didn't offend you, did he? I hate to think he upset you, you know? But if so, we didn't mean it. On behalf of both of us, I offer my profuse apologies.
Yep, no offense taken, man.
But you see my point, right? Sugiura-shi and I are a team. Our actions reflect on each other. Any responsible member of a company, I mean, any responsible member of society, it's a matter of respect.
Okay, I get the picture. We'll continue this later.
Okay, but when is later? Should I call you back? If you have an estimate, I can set a timer. That way I'll know when it's convenient.
Right, where did we leave off?
You gotta be shitting me. Yeah, pretty lame talk. That's it. You jokers are dead meat!
It's time to fight. Is that everyone? All right.
Listen, I I just wanted to thank the both of you for all you've done.
I'm just glad to hear they got your money back. These two are something, huh?
Oh, yes. I don't know how I could possibly repay them.
Don't worry about it. Besides, those thugs paid our service fee and then some.
Nice of them to eat the cost, huh?
Beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing.
I take it all back. Anyway, what happened to the crooks?
If they're smart, they're skipping town. Doubt they'd reopen after how bad we wrecked the place. As for Kosuke, I made sure to tip his college off about his little side business. Should help him rethink his life choices. So I'd say this case is closed.
Well, I've sure learned my lesson. It's a scary world out there.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. From now on, I choose the place when meeting boys online. And I should probably change dating apps while I'm at it.
That's your big takeaway? Really, Keiko-chan? You're laying this all on the app, not the sketchy.
Oh, I don't think so at all. Plenty of people these days meet their match online.
It's true, Kaito-san. Apparently that's a thing now.
You see, if you don't seize the opportunity when it knocks, it won't be just the times that leave you behind.
Fine, fine. Hear you loud and clear.
Saori-san and Hoshino-kun sure are taking their sweet time.
Now that you mention it, they should have left the courtroom a while ago.
Maybe they stopped for a quickie somewhere.
There's nothing between those two. Nothing real, anyway. These old eyes can tell that much.
Wisdom comes with age, huh?
Damn right it does. And I've got more than you kids on both counts.
You talking about Matsugane-san?
Yep. The lawyer and the Yakuza. Best of both worlds. Though we came from different backgrounds, we were brothers in arms. Both trying to make it in Kamurocho. You two ought to visit his grave every now and again.
We will.
That goes without saying.
Well, I guess we should get going.
I guess so.
Thanks for having us on such short notice. Oh, and give the two lovebirds our regards.
All rise.
The game is afoot.
The court is prepared to issue its verdict. The sentence for the defendant, Akihiro Ihara, is 6 months of penal servitude.
He's getting prison time for his first offense? Isn't it usually just probation in cases like this?
Yes.
I'm sure his attitude didn't help the situation. From the start, the evidence was stacked against him, and all he did was deny it.
If that will be all, we can proceed with the court's rationale. The defendant may be seated. You'd rather hear this standing up?
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. Oh, maybe you hadn't heard that.
What?
What the hell? What is he talking about?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a no. In that case, make sure you pass this along to the Kanagawa police. They'll want to know that the body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide. He deserved to die 1,000 times, but he was never even accused of a crime. No, he just went on with his life. The law let him walk. An utterly broken system.
Order in the court! The defendant shall refrain from making such outbursts. Defense, do you have an explanation for the meaning of this?
Your Honor, well...
Huh? How's that for an honest day's work? I just want to go put my feet up in the office.
Sounds like a plan. I need to get back to Sugiura, too. He was telling us about a big job.
You mean a big job for us?
Yeah, down in Yokohama. By the way, Sugiura and Tsukumo, they're detectives now.
Those two detectives? Good one, Todd. Wait, you serious?
This game is absolute bullshit. It's like it's designed to eat your money.
Yeah, what a fucking scam.
Fuck this. I'm beyond pissed. I need to unload on someone's face.
Hell yeah, dude. Why don't we go give some asshole a game over?
You know I'm always down.
Let's hit it.
Really, guys?
Sorry. The fact that I'm harassed on my birthday of all days is just messed up. Listen, if you don't like me, then it's better you move on. Because I don't do anything to anyone. All I did was stood up for someone that I really cared for. I haven't decided on... I don't know.
This is the Yagami Detective Agency. I run the place with the help of my partner, an ex-Yakuza named Kaito. I wish I could say keeping this place afloat was smooth sailing. But the reality is, we'd be drowning if it weren't for the gigs we get from Genda-sensei. It's not like we don't have the technology. But when street smarts fail, most of the time we have to get physical. That happens a lot.
Wow, he even has a master system. Oh yeah, he unlocks games for the master system.
Guess we can finally take a breather. Weren't you supposed to call Sugiura?
I was, wasn't I? Crazy how he ended up in our line of work.
After seeing us in action, who could blame him?
Yagami-san, everything okay over there?
Yeah, sorry, it's a long story. You were saying something about a big case?
Oh, yeah. Listen, man, you gotta come check out Yokohama. We've been getting jobs left and right down here. And if we can ace this case I've got lined up, we'll be the hottest detectives in town.
Oh, yeah? You sure it's a legit lead?
Hey, have some faith. Would I waste your time on a bad lead?
Just looking out for you, man.
Well, I do appreciate that. Then should I save the details for when I see you?
Sure. When do you want us over?
Honestly, ASAP. Tomorrow if you can swing. We're based in Ijincho. Look for an office that says Yokohama 99 out front. That's us. The real question is, you free on such short notice?
Let me check my schedule.
What schedule? Outside of today's shit, we haven't had work in weeks.
If I tell them that, they'll lowball our cut, smart guy.
Oh, right. Guess we don't want to look desperate.
Sorry, Sugiura. Yeah, tomorrow works just fine.
Perfect. Man, this is gonna be so great. Oh, and Kaito-san's coming too, right?
He'll be there.
See you guys soon then.
Sugiura said he'd give us the details when we get there.
Way to build the suspense.
Yeah, it is. It's a spinoff.
Can't say I'm really.
Guys, be sure to hit the like button on the stream if you enjoyed. It helps a lot.
But you know what? Kamurocho has been pretty tame lately. Maybe this is our chance to broaden our horizons.
And I know for a fact that this will probably get copyrighted, so I'm going to skip the intro for the sake of it. Listen, even though I am playing a game that Sega provided me, the music, the theme, is going to get copyrighted. Chapter 1, Black Sheep.
Yokohama 99's cross streets. Aw, it's not even close to Chinatown. So much for us getting a decent meal on this trip, huh?
Well, then how about on the way home we take ourselves a little detour? Maybe.
Tsukumo's place is way out there. Want to take a taxi?
I suppose we could. But why don't we hoof it? Yeah, we could see the sights.
I guess I'm on board with that. Let's hit it.
Now we're in a very different place. So this is East Jinai. I agree. By the way, mods, do what you do best in case some idiots show up. Turns out Michael, my ex-best friend, has decided to side with them. Don't ever call me old man. I am no old man, dude. Then hopefully we never see each other again. Michael, this is where our friendship ends. I'm sorry, but you no longer belong here. Seriously. Seriously. If I were you, focus more on yourself. Get the help you need, and then maybe you'll realize how much of a big mistake you've made. Because honestly, if you hated me that much, you could have just moved on. But now you say you're being with people that Are more worse? Wow, Amber Heard is a shrew. Because seriously, I have never done anything bad to anyone. All I did was stood up for my girlfriend Shelby when she was streaming Sally Face. Michael came in out of nowhere and saying that it's a crap game, and then I stood up for her. I stood up for her. That was it. That was how it happened.
Hold up a sec, Tom.
And instead, Michael considers it an insult.
Nonsense over there.
That's not what I said. What'd you call me? What the? Hey, what are you filming me for? Knock it off.
Chill out, man. Why do you care? I don't see anything that says I can't record here.
Enough! Stop!
Just give me a reason. You have one? It's a free country, isn't it?
Whoa! Hey! What gives? You just kicked my sign over!
Ah, that was the wind, man. Big old gust just came through, right?
Yeah, crazy. Just now it whooshed right over.
I told you! Put that down! Come on!
Kids don't seem to give any fucks about people these days.
Agreed. So much for seeing the sights, huh?
Well, you're thinking what I'm thinking, aren't you?
Do you have to ask?
So, anything else you want to accuse us of? I'd say you must be losing it, Pops.
Goddamn brats!
I got that one. He called us goddamn brats. You picking on high schoolers, man?
No, I just don't want you loitering in front of my store. That's all I said, okay? So stop disturbing my customers.
That part's not gonna make the video.
Wow, is that one of those new smartphone models? May I?
What the hell?
Damn, the camera on this thing is amazing, man. Your parents buy it for you?
Holy crap, he kicked Sakaki down.
You must be seeing things, kid. Anyway, your smartphone's kind of dirty, don't you think? Let me see.
Hey! Give me my phone back!
You want it back? I'll give it back, but only if you put this poor restaurant owner's sign back up first.
Asshole! You think you can fuck with us? We're gonna kick your ass!
Yes, we now get introduced to the third fighting style that he has in this game. Snake. Swift flowing strikes. What's up, Storm? Your message did get through, Eric. It's all right. Okay, Snake style is awesome. I know. Skip the tutorial. Let's just get to the ass kicking. I am surprised I share a birthday with Queen Elizabeth II of all people.
Come on, bring it.
And she's still going at 96. That's impressive.
That stinks like a bitch. For fuck's sake, these guys are monsters.
Was that Aikido just now? Don't tell me you've been training in a secret dojo or something.
Nah, just more of my own thing, really. Figured I'd find a way to hold back for punks like them. Here, this came from one of those kids.
Yes, indeed. Raymond, a lot has happened. Fortunately, my mods couldn't explain that. Be sure to like the stream if you enjoy it. It helps.
High. You'd think private school kids would be better behaved, but they're just as immature.
They look like a bunch of entitled brats.
They'd learn some manners the hard way in Kamurocho.
Well, we've got our fair share of unsavory types. The Yakuza, not to mention those Yokohama Ryomon gangsters. Those kids wouldn't dare to mess with them.
So they're selective about their targets.
Yes, they'll only harass you if they think they'll get away with it.
Think they'll be back for more?
I certainly hope not. Anyway, I sure am glad you stopped by. Come to think of it, you're the only ones who've ever intervened. I take it you're not from around here?
Yeah, but we might end up staying. For a while at least. Ever hear of a detective agency called Yokohama 99? We were on our way there right now.
I'm afraid that doesn't ring a bell.
That's all right. If anything, we should get going.
Sure. Oh, but before that, please take this with you. Consider it a token of my gratitude.
He is a dirtbag. And I hate that. And now he thinks he wants to get revenge on me. Not realizing that he has nobody to blame but himself. I haven't done anything to anyone. You guys know I'm a very caring person. Oh, I did. They brought a smile to my face. Yeah, he started this mess, and then started blaming me because I wouldn't take his side. But here's the thing, I care for Shelby too much. Nani?
Yokohama 99. Yeah, that's the place.
Whoa, not too shabby, guys.
Yeah. And now the guy had the nerve to call me a sexist, a e-beggar. The works.
Gentlemen, welcome. How are you?
This guy. First he falls off the radar. Now he's got this sweet office.
I know. I thank heaven I didn't fall in that abyss.
Little shit.
You're still quick as a thief. Maybe a little quicker, actually.
Well, I'd say thief isn't very fair.
It was stealing.
Oh, come on. You know I wasn't doing it to line my own pockets, right?
We took from the powerful and gave to the powerless. It was altruism. And it's all in the past now, so let's just leave it at that.
The place is nice, though. It's kind of familiar, even.
It should be. You're our inspiration, Yagami Detective Agency. You guys are the goal. For sure. So, how about you guys take a load off? If you're ready, I'll give you guys the briefing.
Say what? A briefing, man?
Let him go over what we know.
I've actually got an agenda for today's meeting, too.
An agenda?
Just roll with it. Give him a chance. All the detective talk has made him go a little overboard. I'm sure it'll work itself out.
It's all good. Imitation really is the sincerest form of flattery.
To sum up why we called you, we've been seeing a major upward trend with these kinds of cases. What do you think? Care to take a wild guess?
I'll give you a hint. It's not a problem you'd find in Kamurocho.
So, it's specific to Yokohama?
I know. It's gang warfare. The outfits running Chinatown are at each other's throats, and you guys sort out the aftermath.
Well, we did just hear about the Yokohama Liu mob. They're a gang, right?
Yeah, the Yokohama Liu, whatever. But they're stirring up shit as we speak.
Actually, we haven't run into any gang-related activity at all. No, what we're dealing with isn't so conspicuous. I'll just tell you, it's bullying.
Bullying?
Sometimes parents ask us for evidence to prove their child was bullied. Fairly often, they want these bullies taken to court immediately.
They'll also want to hold the schools accountable, but none of that happens without solid proof.
How old are these kids?
Most of them are in middle school. Research shows that boys at that age experience a sudden spike in testosterone. This leads to outbursts to assert dominance, compounded by the irrationality of an immature brain. Scientifically, this potent mix of impulses often manifests as bullying.
Yeah, I call that puberty.
That would apply specifically to boys, right? You're getting cases with girls involved too, aren't you?
Ah, with girls it's more likely rooted in oxytocin, a brain hormone that also has links to bullying. See, oxytocin fosters feelings of attachment, regardless of your gender. For instance, scientists have observed that a mother's oxytocin levels surge when looking at her child.
Then it's not always a bad thing, is what you're saying.
Indeed. Did you know it was oxytocin that enabled cooperation among our primitive ancestors? Ancient matriarchs were particularly vulnerable during childbirth, thus requiring communal support. So you could kind of say the survival and reproduction of our species was largely oxytocin at work. After all, raising a child in the wilderness would have been impossible alone. However, this intense social need bore a dark side. Individuals who failed to contribute were shunned and eventually condemned. Let's say there was a villager who never put in his fair share. All he did was eat the crops. If that became the norm, nobody would work until the village was on the brink of starvation.
By then, it'd be too late.
Precisely. That's why these offenders were punished. Primitive as it was, punishment equated to justice, a necessary measure for society's greater good. And societies with a stricter sense of justice were the ones who endured in the long run. Put this into focus. These people are our direct ancestors.
So from a science perspective, modern-day bullying is just primitive?
More like it's hardwired into our nature.
Hormones are fucked up, huh?
I wouldn't chalk it up to just that. However, we humans do tend to reject what's foreign to us. Whether we're socially awkward or simply misunderstood, those who don't conform are ostracized. That's how it's been since time immemorial. The misfits of civilization are deserving of punishment. All over the world, no matter where or when.
Looks like you guys have been doing your homework.
Tsukumo-kun's the one hitting the books. I'm more in charge of the fieldwork.
Makes sense.
Here's another fun fact while we're at it. An act of betrayal also increases the human urge to punish the offender. In those cases, the act of punishment floods the brain with dopamine, triggering an instant rush of pleasure. In other words, serving justice can feel just as good as eating or having sex.
Sure, but that's where we have to draw the line. Justice can't be twisted into joy, or it stops serving its purpose.
Very perceptive, Yagami-shi.
So, back to reality. What's this big case that needs all the manpower?
Ah, yes. Our client is the chairman of a private school. He wants us to scour the campus for any and all instances of bullying, leaving no stone unturned. That said, he also requires us to be discreet.
How big is this school?
Let's see, there are 6 classes per grade, making 18 in total, so approximately 600 students. Given that, Sugiurashi and I couldn't possibly vet them alone.
We'll be meeting the chairman at a restaurant tonight to lay out the specifics. How about the two of you come join us? We can use the help.
You know, it wasn't made today. I can tell
For a
because
couple
it
of
was made today.
rookies, you sure have it together.
You guys are free until dinner. Oh, we already made the reservations in Chinatown, by the way. Think of it as a little welcoming party. The restaurant's name is Kyoinro. If you could meet us there, that'd be great.
Sure. You didn't have to do that.
If anyone asks, Sega provided me a copy. I didn't beg them. I earned it.
What is it?
I'm not making those noises. I'm also watching a video when passing the time. It helps keep me free of distractions. All this because he now refers me as a sexist and whatnot. I need something to vent my frustration on.
What a waste.
Now let's find out where this will lead me to. Go to Kyoinro. I know people say that Lost Judgment wasn't that great, but I want to see for myself. Sorry. Up there. Nah, Dr. Dar is busy. Plus, he donated. Plus, I appreciated his generosity. That alone brings a smile to my face. And I'm thankful for that. I'm not ditching you, seriously. Especially since it's rumored it's going to be the last of the Judgment series because of a little bit of a problem going on with Johnny's Entertainment. Don't worry, my mods work fast. More like a beef. More like the agency just being real douchebaggery. What? No, I do appreciate you being here, Raymond. I'm sorry I wasn't as talkative. But whatever. Everything that I've been through thus far, I swear. Jeez. A person ever done to anyone else. If he hated my guts this bad, he could have just moved on. Besides, me and Shelby are actually doing better without him. It's just that he hates me. Honestly, though, this is why I am really bad at making friends. I'm really bad at it. And I'm honestly okay with that. My mod's doing.
Looks like this is it.
Are you almost here, Yagamishi? We went ahead and sat down.
Actually, we're right out front.
Excellent. Just give the host my name.
Will do.
Was this the same guy living in a net cafe not too long ago? He sure has come a long way.
Yeah, at this rate, he'll leave us in the dust.
And we don't want to leave him in the dust.
Without further ado, allow me to introduce Yagamishi and Kaito-san, the gentlemen I mentioned before. They are, without a doubt, the finest private eyes in Kamurocho.
Ah, yes. Tsukumo-san here has certainly been singing your praises. My name is Okuda. I'm the chairman of a private high school, Seiryo, if you've heard of it.
He sounds familiar.
Seiryo High. Isn't that where those kids were from?
Yeah, one's from earlier.
Is something the matter?
We actually ran into some of your students today. There must have been 7, 8 of them. They were harassing a restaurant worker and recording it on their phone.
Oh boy. And I'm guessing you didn't just stand and watch?
You bet your ass we did. Had to knock a little sense into those brats.
You mean there was an altercation? Perhaps I should pretend not to have heard that.
Come on, pal. Why don't we cut the formal crap and tell it like it is?
Because that would be unprofessional, Kaito-san.
Chairman, we'd like to start investigating tomorrow. So would you mind sharing any background information you may have?
Certainly, yes. Our administration has a very firm stance against bullying. Yet no policy is foolproof, and each situation is unique. We continually ask ourselves, are we taking proper measures to foster a supportive environment? Or, if enmity is already prevalent among the student body, are we addressing their concerns promptly enough? I believe the key is prevention. Stop bullying before it starts.
And you're there with tips to help.
Oh, yes. See, as this thought was dawning on me, I happened across a sign. Yokohama 99, it read. I visited your webpage, actually, and I discovered just how well-versed you were at this very matter. At that moment, I knew fate was guiding my hand.
Sounds like you walked right out of a commercial.
In most situations we've dealt with, we knew who the problem was beforehand. All we needed to do was get the evidence. But in this case, we don't even know if there's a bully in the first place.
Hence why we called in the reinforcements.
So, I take it you have some sort of plan?
Of course. We're going to start by spreading hidden cameras throughout the school, anywhere that bullying is most likely to occur. This footage should provide a detailed snapshot of student interaction that would otherwise go unnoticed. Then, after a 2-week test run, we'll compile our data and present our initial analysis.
Nothing beats a good old-fashioned spy cam.
Yes, but if one of these spy cams were found, the whole operation could be compromised. As such, our pair of experts are intimately familiar with the complexities of human behavior, ensuring these cameras remain hidden.
Damn, you made me want to hire us.
This secret stays between you and us, Chairman. Not even the guards or teachers can know. Do I have that correct?
You do. I believe the more people who know, the more likely it is this would get out. At any rate, I've heard Yagami-san here has tackled many a difficult case in Kamurocho. I'm glad to have such a reliable detective on the job. You have my full confidence and backing.
They just keep raising the bar on us, don't they?
So, Yagami-shi, if there's anything you'd like to ask the chairman, now's your chance.
Hey, good idea. We might learn a thing or two from watching the master at work.
Way to put me on the spot, guys. But might as well.
All right. Let's start with the questions.
So, we never actually resolved this, but we did get into a scuffle with your students. No one got hurt, but how do you feel about that?
I'm afraid I have to remain ignorant of that.
Fine. But let me tell you one thing. Next time I see your students harassing someone, it's gonna be lights out. The kitty gloves are off.
That also part of the Yagami Detective Agency package?
Could you elaborate on why you're going the detective route for this?
Like I said, my goal is to nip any bullying in the bud before it can grow any worse.
And it's not enough for the teachers to be on full alert?
Unfortunately, no. I'm afraid I can't fully trust whatever they jot down on some report.
What happened to the chairman that doubts the teacher's credibility?
Okuda-san, you mentioned you couldn't trust your teacher's reports. Why is that?
Human error, I suppose. Behavior can be ambiguous, and it is difficult to notice every little detail.
Your first response seemed to hint at something else.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it did.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Where should I begin? You see, folks, it has been almost 4 years since the suicide of one of our students. The poor boy hung himself at home.
You mean because he was being bullied?
Not on paper, at least. We established a committee to investigate, but they never turned up anything. Neither did the court.
Wait, you were taken to court?
Yes. One of the students' parents filed a lawsuit. Now, there were online postings that may or may not have hinted at bullying. But the prosecution never found substantial evidence, and the court ruled we were in the clear.
If I can ask your honest opinion, was there really no bullying, Chairman?
I would like to believe there was. But I may have been too far removed from the classroom to say that in good faith. Every day I watch our students come to school, and what I see are young, happy kids. They're all so full of life, with bright futures ahead of them. However, around 2 months ago, we lost contact with one of our student teachers. Everyone assumes it's a mental health issue.
The hell? Don't tell me he got picked on too.
That could have been the case, but I didn't get enough details to say for sure. From what I'd observed, he appeared to be getting along quite well with the students. But I later heard his family reported him missing.
A suicide 4 years back, a missing teacher. This school is no stranger to controversy.
At the end of the day, I'm asking you to shed light on the darkness that's plagued my school. That is why I went the detective route.
In the event we do uncover bullying, what action would you take?
Of course, we would provide appropriate counseling, in addition to notifying the local authorities.
Wouldn't that mean increasing the teacher's workload? Interviewing students, filling out paperwork. That could lead to making people not want to bother reporting it.
Sad to say, I can't rule out that possibility. The teachers have so much on their plate as it is. I doubt they'd volunteer to look for any extra trouble. That is why we must strike at the root of it.
What if you offered your staff a bonus for catching any bullies in the act? I know that'd motivate me.
You don't think that'd backfire?
Actually, it might be worth considering. But the fact of the matter remains, bullying has no perfect solution.
You're right. Bullying is no solution. And even now, we deal with it to this day.
Hey, Chairman. You a big fan of Peking duck?
Oh, it's very tasty.
Isn't it? It's one of my personal favorites. Nothing like biting into warm, crunchy duck skin. Oh, and it's gotta be slathered in that special sauce.
Are you eating okay, Yagamishi? You could place another order. If you could get back to the case, I'll make sure to keep your plate full.
Oh, and he tells me to keep it professional.
Okay, everyone loosen up a bit. What next? That's enough work talk for now.
I think this conversation has been enlightening. Any thoughts, Tsukumo?
What else is there? I suppose we'll have to see when we get there. We may have more questions then.
That would be fine.
All right, then. Time to dig in, or what?
Are you really pretending you waited? You've been nibbling this whole time.
You call this nibbling? Hey, waiter! I want to place an order. Tell your chef, I hope his kitchen can handle this heat.
I take it this place isn't exactly cheap.
Don't you worry about that, Yagamishi. The bill's on us. It's your welcoming party, remember?
In that case. Excuse me. I'm ready to order too.
Nice.
So, how was that for your first day's work? I realize that meeting was a lot to take in, but the task at hand seems pretty straightforward.
Oh yeah. What was it you said about using hidden cameras?
Tomorrow we'll be deciding where to put them. We don't have all that many, so you know. Oh, and we'll be dressed as AC repairmen.
What? You gonna make us wear uniforms?
Of course. Freshly laundered and ready for duty. As you may recall, only the chairman is aware of our investigation. We must therefore deceive both student and faculty.
Sounds like a plan to me. For now, let's call it a night.
You've got a point there. In any case, try to make yourselves at home. Apologies in advance if you find our amenities wanting.
So what's our next objective? Well, it depends on if I get enough votes.
I'm a night owl, so my work's just starting. I recommend you get some sleep for tomorrow. If you want to close your eyes for a bit, the couch is surprisingly comfortable.
Hmm? Huh?
Well, it did mention on Genesis Online, so we don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No way!
Ah.
Let's get it on the auto.
Nah. Huh.
Huh? Yagami-san.
Huh?
Oh, nice. Kickflip.
Hey!
Yeah.
Ah!
Huh?
Huh?
Nah. Yeah.
It depends if they don't blow it up. The Rangers, oh my god, Jesus Christ. Let's not forget that the Rangers are owned by James Dolan, you know, the guy who owns the Knicks.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Tayshawn. I do appreciate it. I'm not a hockey guy, but thanks to Urinating Tree, I actually learned to appreciate sports a bit more. I'm more towards football and baseball. And the Yankees really need to get their heads out of their asses.
Yeah.
Dallas was so close. Storm, Dallas was so close to pretty much having a Stanley Cup. They haven't had a Stanley Cup since 1999. You're rooting for the Mets? Have you seen how much of a train wreck they are right now? Or rather, last year? You should watch Urinating Tree. He goes, holy moly. Yeah, but I wish my Yankees could do better. I feel for you, Mario Zelda, because the Tigers are a complete mess right now. They're in a rebuild, but we don't know how long. Welcome back, sweetheart. God rest Mike Ilitch's soul. The Tigers had many opportunities to get a World Series, but for whatever the reason, they pretty much crapped the bed. Gotta go around? No, not really. I promoted Tyler to be our moderator. And I appreciate it. The Tigers have been a train wreck for some time, and it's not any better when former Tigers players would end up winning World Series championships. Like, for example, Justin Verlander actually won with 2017 with Houston. And then in 2018, even more former players won with Boston. Ian Kinsler, JD Martinez, Rip Porcello, David Price. Their main architect, none other than GM Dave Dombrowski. Yeah, you're right. Cheap after front office heads. I know about the Marlins. How they blew it up after winning it all twice. Oh yeah, don't forget Anibal Sanchez. I think it was Anibal Sanchez with Washington. Anibal Sanchez actually got a World Series ring with the Nationals. And then 2020, the Dodgers won, and then 2021, Atlanta won. All honesty, I'm happy Atlanta won. Yeah, eat this. Get careened.
Hey.
Yep.
Oh. Are you serious?
I owe you one.
Well, we call it a night. Let's get some R&R. Rest.
Yagamishi, remember those uniforms I mentioned yesterday? You'll need to put one on before we go. They should be a perfect fit. After all, there's no information I can't find, body measurements included.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. You've never been one to miss a detail.
Yep, now we got disguises.
What's up with those guys? They sure look like men on a mission. But for what?
We will now commence our journey by taxi to Seiryo High. Gentlemen, are we all ready? Remember,
It's sort of like Mario Zelda. It's sort of like with Washington, where they had to change their team because they were losing sponsors.
No case is too big or too small. We always swing for the fences. Ain't that right, Tom?
You know it.
Good. Then let's get going.
Now it's time we head to Seiryo High School. I know! The Reds...
Ah, you must be the repairman. Chairman said you'd be here. I take it you know where you're going?
Yes, but thank you anyway.
Ooh, this place reeks of money.
They are a prestigious prep school.
Wonder if the kids are on recess.
The Blackhawks aren't an offensive name, thankfully. But the Blackhawks are tainted.
The schoolyard should provide the proper vantage point. Let's head there.
The Blackhawks are tainted.
It seems this school's design is fairly conventional. See, there's the classroom building, and that must be the gym.
By the way,
you do know the Mighty Ducks are real? They're known as the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim.
Think we ought to split them up between us?
We could, but...
Let's just say that Chicago Blackhawks is tainted because of some real-life crazy crap going on.
But if we moved in pairs, they'd write us off a lot easier.
Clever as always, Yagami-shi. Huh. That reminds me of something. When a con man pretends to be a cop, they'll usually bring along a partner. It seems the added person adds legitimacy, unless you're a natural skeptic. All that is to say, Yagami-shi knows his material.
Hear that, Tom? You should have been a con.
I think so. I like the Mighty Ducks films, but I never saw D3.
Kaito-san and I take half the cameras, and you guys take the rest. Where are they, anyway?
Right here. Now, these cameras don't see very far, but they do see wide. 150 degrees, to be precise. So let's try to set them up where we think a bully would be most likely to strike.
So, we just gotta find the teacher's blind spots, huh? You're looking at a natural, buddy.
You would brag about something like that, Kaito-san.
Better stop before I blush.
All right, guys, I think it's time for action.
Okay, Tak and I'll start here. And you guys can work your way around opposite us.
Affirmative.
We've only got 10 cameras, so we gotta use them smart.
Ah, great. Okay, so how does this gonna work? 10 cameras and you don't really want to make noise. This ain't gonna be pleasant.
Oh, yeah, of course. The shoe lockers. Bet all kinds of team drama goes down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's where you drop love letters to your crush. Or challenge your rivals to duels.
Dude, what century did you go to school in?
Look, whatever. All I'm saying is, this place is worth at least 3 cameras.
That many? Just for the lockers?
Yep. See, a school never has that many blind spots. So when you do find one, you make it special. And this one's pinging my radar pretty hard here.
Huh. After that, sure, let's do it.
Tsukumo reporting in. I see you set up a few cameras already. Feed is coming in nice and clear. You guys are doing awesome.
Thanks. How's things on your end?
We just finished with the back of the gym. Next up is the classroom building.
Copy that.
All right, Tak. Just follow my lead.
Tanjiro or Jonathan Joestar? That's a tough one. My money's on Tanjiro. Jonathan Joestar was only appeared in 8 episodes of Part 1. And if there's anything to go by, let's just say that Jonathan has his work cut out for him. I've never watched Demon Slayer either.
The boys will handle this floor. So let's go up one more.
Gotcha.
My birthday.
Every bully loves a good pair of stairs.
No way.
Pushing someone down them ruins their day pretty quick.
You think it's really that often? Still, it is a blind spot.
Yep. Close corners make for poor visibility. Listen, #1 choice.
You don't say.
All right. Then let's get a camera here. All right. Let's move up to the next floor.
Yagamishi, are you perhaps on the second floor?
Yeah, we're about to start setting up.
Okay, we're almost done with the first floor, and we'll be heading to the east building after. I think we can handle that all on our own. So can you finish up the second and third floors here?
Sure, not a problem.
Splitting up for a bit shouldn't hurt. How about I take the second floor and you do the third?
Works for me.
Let's see, somewhere out of the way and hard to spot. I have 3 cameras. Where's a good place to start? Really? Avoid the urinals? Is he a janitor?
Looking for something, pal? Yeah, I'm kind of busy, in case you couldn't tell.
Observation mode.
Suspicious. I'm pretty sure smoking's not allowed in school. Should you really be doing that here?
Oh, you saw that, huh? Could you, keep this between us?
I can. But in exchange, I'm gonna need this area clear.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Just don't tell anyone, okay?
Well, that didn't take long. Yeah, but the NFL draft's in a week. I see. Level 9 or lower with a 5-star rating on both fights? Holy moly. If 13-2's DLC is going to be tough, I'm ready for that. Sucks I couldn't get the costumes they have for like Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect.
Kaito-san, I'm done setting up the third floor.
Same. I've hit up every blind spot I can think of. Thing is, I've still got 2 cameras left. Maybe this tight corridor might be good. The teachers probably passed by without a second glance.
Hey Kaito-san, don't you think we should be installing these in classrooms? Isn't that where bullying primarily takes place?
You might be right about that. But we couldn't cover every classroom if we wanted to, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice to see you putting so much thought into this.
So, as professionals, we'll just have to make do with what we've got. We should set this camera up wherever we can get the broadest view. How about the ceiling in the middle of the hall? Then we'll see everyone going in and out of class. Okay, Tuck, I'm gonna give you a boost. So make sure you find a good spot for that thing, okay?
Uh-huh. You know, we totally could have done this during recess. Everyone's just staring at us.
That is very awesome.
Now, just do what you gotta do and be done with it. You saw them, right? Those kids who started trouble at the restaurant.
You noticed too, huh?
Classroom 2-2.
Sounds like we've got some bullies in there for sure. That'll be a prime spot for the last camera.
All right. Just make sure they don't see your face.
It's as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. Here we go.
Excuse me, but I don't recall there being an inspection today.
Oh.
Sorry to be in your way, ma'am. We won't take long.
I understand, but nobody notified me we'd have any interruptions.
Yeah, and nobody notified us this school hired such gorgeous teachers.
You know what? I don't seem to recognize either of you. Probably because our usual repairmen were here just last month.
Can't say I know anything about that. We're just here doing our job, man.
You can call me Sawa-sensei, not ma'am. And you're in my classroom. Forgive me, but who may I ask called you here?
Thank you, Woke. It means a lot. Too bad the party turned out to be a bit of a
It was
mess.
the chairman who called us in. I had assumed all teachers were notified.
Oh, the chairman. Well, I suppose I should leave it at that then, hmm?
Well, when you say it like that...
Did he make this appointment
I'm
with you
doing
directly?
I'm doing good too.
Yep, sure did. So, thank you for your business.
And I'm sure our chairman gave you his name?
His name? Oh, well, that would be...
Nah, it's not that. What is the school chairman in judgment? Does anyone know? It's Okuda-san. How could I forget?
Okuda-san. How could I forget?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry for being so rude.
No problem at all, Teach. By the way, anyone ever tell you how stunning you are? I'd say you're just my type.
Nah, we're not doomed quite yet.
What?
Ignore him, please. Like I said, we'll get this done quick and be out of your hair. And we're done. Sorry again for the disturbance. We'll be going now.
This is awfully getting very sus, considering I had to deal with sus already.
Forget we're working here?
Seriously.
Man, that chick's the spitting image of a teacher I had a crush on. One of my few good school memories.
What, so that makes me the bad guy?
All right. Back to work. I get it.
This is Tsukumo reporting in. Yagamishi, please respond.
Hey man, we just finished setting up the cameras.
Good, so did we. Could you and Kaito-san meet us at the gymnasium then? It's empty at the moment. I thought we might as well check the camera feed and discuss what to do moving forward.
Got it. Then we'll see you at the gym.
Well, that didn't sound suspicious. Basically, it's part of the story. Basically, we had to install security cameras because there was reports of bullying. And we had to do it without raising any suspicions. And believe me, I had to deal with some dimwit, deal with a former friend who's now obsessed with making me feel miserable.
Excellent work, gentlemen. All cameras are fully operational.
So, now all we do is sit back and watch?
Something like that, yes. By the way, Yagamishi, I noticed you installed a camera in a classroom. Did you find a lead there or something?
Yeah, that classroom had those problem kids from yesterday. Thought they'd be worth keeping an eye on.
Aha. Well, nothing unusual's turned up yet.
Guess we'll have to watch and wait. If there's any bullying happening at this school, this is a surefire way to find out.
Hopefully that helps. You should. I recommend it. Judgment gameplay feels like the old school Yakuza. While Yakuza Like a Dragon
Wrong as it
is pretty much following
that makes it feel twice as good.
You're awfully nostalgic today, Kaito-san.
Yeah, well, my school wasn't as fancy as this one. Plus, I dropped out after a year.
Uh-oh. Guys, check this out. I think we may have found something.
What is it?
This is the classroom where Yagamishi set up the camera. Class 2-2.
Them again. Now they're picking on a girl.
Yes, it is pretty much an RPG.
Did you see that?
No, they're writing something on her? With a permanent marker?
Yo, Tak, let's go kick the shit out of those punks. No way I'm letting that slide.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Hold on, Yagami-san.
What now?
Looks like they got what they came for. They're already leaving the classroom.
Man, why's nobody helping her? It's like they don't even want to see it. Kids think this doesn't involve you?
Let's go, Kaito-san. I want to see what happened with my own two eyes.
Yeah.
I suppose we should report this to our client. I didn't expect to find anything this quickly, though. But now, we have irrefutable evidence that bullying is real here at Seiryo. We'll have to take this up with the chairman and see how we should proceed.
Yes, indeed. Did anything bad to anyone. I care for my friends. I really do.
Tak, that's her. The girl we saw on camera.
Let's get a little closer and see how she's doing.
Time to examine the other student.
Uh-huh. What the? Hey. Suspicious. Uh-huh.
Let me think.
What the?
This is Tsukumo, paging Yagamishi.
Yeah, what's up?
I've just reported our findings to the chairman. Could you meet us here? His office is on the 3rd floor of the east building.
On our way.
Yes, the protagonist is Yagami. He's a detective agency. He runs a detective agency. He used to be a defense attorney. Until an incident had him resign. I have never done anything bad to anyone. I always care for other people. That's what makes me who I am.
Please come in.
Huh? You're that teacher.
Sawa-sensei, wasn't it? To what do we owe the pleasure?
All of these men are detectives?
Yes, and I'd like you to keep their identities a secret. These gentlemen here are Yagami-san and Kaito-san.
I see. Very well then.
This is Yokosawa, Seiwa High School teacher. Yep, they got busted.
I've explained the situation to Sawa-sensei, our homeroom teacher for Class 2-2. Why don't you both have a seat?
I knew something was wrong, but I could never put my finger on what.
The girl being bullied. Her name's Mami Koda. Do I have that right?
Yes, she's in the basketball club. And so are all those kids surrounding her.
Wonder if that's where the bullying started.
Sawa-sensei, you mentioned noticing something was wrong?
Well, only that Koda-san hasn't been herself lately.
Suspend him. Expel him. Kick those bullies the hell out of here. The video we took has all you need.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. For one thing, it would be quite problematic to use this video as evidence.
Not true. The school can't just come out and say, we've been recording your kids without consent.
Yes, and let us bear in mind, they still have their whole lives ahead of them. We cannot treat this lightly.
You're not saying we should look the other way, are you?
Hey, last night you said the total opposite, man.
If you intend to cover this up, let me just begin by saying...
No one is suggesting we cover it up.
Then we need to act now. We have no idea how close to the edge Koda-san could be. What if there's a chance? What if she does something drastic before tomorrow?
She's definitely a passionate teacher, but she may be jumping to conclusions on this.
Pardon me for saying so, but bullying is rarely resolved by the victim and the perpetrator coming to a mutual agreement. Thus, a third party must intervene.
I presume you read that in a book somewhere. I can tell you from experience that no victim finds it easy to open up about their situation.
Trust me, I know that feeling. Believe me, I know.
It takes a
How feeling I have to deal with some
tremendous amount of
dipshit.
courage for a bullied child to come forth and seek help. So if we, as outsiders, are to intervene, we must consider the ramifications.
Even so...
No, I think the chairman's right. Making a big scene might only make things worse for Koda-san.
Come on, Talk. That's not like you. Someone's drowning right in front of your eyes, and you're just gonna watch him sink?
What I'm saying is, we have to put a stop to the bullying without getting the whole school involved. What started in that classroom will end in that classroom.
I'm sorry, but did you say you were a detective?
My name's Yagami.
And you want to put a stop to the bullying, like it's that easy. Tell me, where does all this confidence come from?
You think there's a real chance we could pull this off, Yagami-san?
I do. Can you bring up that video again?
Sure. One moment.
I think the secret to stopping the bullying is right here in this video.
Really? And by all means, detective, enlighten us.
You don't have to be so condescending.
Nope. She's got a point. You gotta back up that claim. So what's this big secret you're talking about?
It's those students sitting idly by. They're aware of the problem, but aren't doing anything to help.
Well, yeah, there's a whole flock of bullies. Get in their way, you're the next target. Adults do the same thing, honestly. Guess we're not so different from high schoolers.
Then we should hold some sort of trial and get the class involved? Is that what you're trying to suggest?
Again, something like that would only spread the issue. And that would only bring more pain to Koda-san. Tell me, what is your suggestion, Yagami-san?
What I'm getting at is that it's the silence of all her classmates that's empowering these bullies. On the surface, we only see students turning their eyes as one of their own gets tormented. They feign disinterest, or pretend not to notice, because remember, that's the safest thing to do. But deep down, kills them to see it.
Yeah, no shit.
So if the class could just express that, the pressure would then shift to the bullies. We have to tip the social balance in that classroom, become the voices of justice, of social law. Then, it's the bullies who become the outcasts. Would they keep running the risk of bullying if it meant social exile?
I can see how you arrived there.
All right, so where do we come in?
We come in by giving the bystanders a voice. We're gonna be the spark that lights a fire. After all, the first voice matters the most.
Okay, so what's the plan here?
Tsukumo, how fast can you get your hands on a couple of mini-speakers? I want to put them in the classroom where they can't be seen.
I can have them here momentarily, but I admit I don't really grasp the plan here.
I don't blame you. I honestly can't say it'll work, but I think it's worth a shot.
I see. In that case, I'll be back before school's out.
Chairman, I don't know what these detectives are planning, but I'll tell you this right now. I refuse to stand idly by while a student gets pushed to the breaking point.
Do you remember what I told you about the student who committed suicide? That affected Sawa-sensei profoundly. Perhaps she blames herself for being unable to prevent it, whatever the cause may be.
I can see that.
As the chairman of this school, I don't want to let her down. So please, help her, Yakume-san. Help us all.
I understand.
How's it coming along, Yagamishi? No complications, I presume?
So far, so good. Looks like most of the students have gone home.
Do you have the speakers I gave you?
Yep, and they're just what I needed. You're the man, Tsukumo.
Heh. How about we save the praise for after our plan works out?
Anybody in the classroom right now?
In class 2-2? Let me check. Now that's odd.
What's wrong?
Well, that one's fine, but there's something wrong with the camera in the classroom building. The one on the second floor by the stairs.
Is it broken?
No, still getting a signal. Something might be blocking the lens.
All right, I'll check it out on the way.
Uh-oh is right.
How does it look, Yagamishi? Anything unusual?
Let's find out. Huh? The heck is this?
Did you find something?
Yeah, a sticker on the lens.
Yagamishi, behind you!
There he is! That's the pervert who set up the hidden camera! See, when you find a hidden camera, your first thought is to take it down. That's wrong. What you do instead is block the lens. That way, when the perv finally notices, he goes back to fix it, and bam! Caught in the act.
I get it, Amasawa. Just stay back. Hey, what is it you're doing over there?
I told you, he's trying to peep on us.
Oh, wow, that girl's pretty sharp. Looks like we've been caught red-handed.
Well, crap. No.
Let's catch him already. Stop!
Hey, wait!
Are you safe, Yagamishi? Seems like you're in a bit of a pinch.
Yeah, you think?
All the flames and a bit of luck. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing alright. Haven't streamed in 2 years. Nice of you to drop by, Chris. Yep, travel costs during parkour. Oh boy. What the hell?
Crap.
Ah, crud. I'm doing fine.
Yagamishi, you should see a ladder that goes up to the gym's roof. That's my advice.
Got it.
Don't panic, but the school just contacted security. Several guards are en route to your location.
Great.
Just what I needed.
Looks like you've made it to the rooftop.
Where have you been watching from this whole time?
From the drone, Yagamishi. I found a spot that's pretty inconspicuous. From here, use the drone as a guide and jump from that roof toward the classroom. You're gonna have to clear a big gap.
Oh boy.
Right. I'll try not to die.
Well, that did it.
Looks like some of the guards have arrived. You think you can make it out of there?
I'll have to, somehow. But before that, I'm gonna need to set up these speakers.
What? Even after all that?
God damn it!
I should be able to make a clean getaway, as long as I'm done before security gets too tight.
Are you serious?
Well, of course he is.
Fine. All I have to do is not get caught, right? Besides, I have the world's greatest hacker on my side.
You know very well I'm weak to flattery. But for the glory of Yokohama 99, I will not let you down, Yagamishi. Let's get this mission started.
And here we go.
Be careful here.
Now begins the stealth mission.
Like I said, I should be able to help you get to your destination without incident. Make sure you don't lose that earpiece, okay?
Got it. Counting on you, Tsukumo.
I don't think you can.
I see now. Damn. Not happening. And this was the shortest route to Class 2, too.
Nothing we can do but find another route. Give me a moment. Yagamishi, it seems the rooftop might be a more viable option. Let's abandon this route and try it, shall we?
Yeah. No sense waiting for the guards to just give up their posts. Let's check out the rooftop. Okay, that makes sense.
This is not going to be easy. If we can't reach downstairs, we'll have to head upstairs. Yeah, we'll just have to take the long way then.
The hell, another roadblock?
My apologies. I'm afraid that was a blind spot.
Well, shit.
Yagamishi, how many guards are there?
There's just one.
Just one? Well, in that case, let's just get that guard out of your way.
You got a plan?
Of course. Yagamishi, it's time to put that thing I gave you to use.
You mean this ball or whatever? What does it even do?
It's kind of like one of those anti-theft balls, actually. You fill that ball with powder or liquid and throw it at your target to blind them.
Right. So what's inside this thing?
Oh, just some peppers.
Peppers? Is this really gonna work?
Now, don't doubt the magician. Just take my word for it. Let it fly.
Nice. When taking cover, move your cursor over an enemy person. R2 to throw a smoke bomb.
Damn. Worked like a charm.
What did I tell you? But, Yagamishi, that only works once. You'll have to procure a refill on your own.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, crud is right. Good. That got me far away. Yep, there's another. Thank you, Mats. I appreciate it.
Tsukumo, can you hear me? If I keep going down this way, I'll just end up back at the scene from earlier, right?
The landing where you were accused of being a pervert? Yes, that's correct.
You have any idea how it's looking right now?
I'll take a look. There's no sign of that sharp girl who framed you. The onlookers seem to have dispersed too.
Oh, then I'm good to go?
There is one guard posted there, but I'm sure you can get past him.
Yeah, piece of cake if he's alone.
Can't assault them either, so I gotta rely entirely on stealth. And that's that. Stealth complete.
Okay, I'm in class 2-2. Nobody in sight.
Roger that. Seems like those guards were no trouble for you.
Yeah, thanks to you. Well, better set up those speakers while I can.
Good luck.
Now then, where was Koda-san's desk?
Tsukumo, could you say something through the speakers?
Oh, testing. Testing. Today's forecast calls for sunshine and heavy security.
Perfect. Your speakers are awesome, Tsukumo. Almost like you're in the room.
Does this mean your setup is complete?
Yeah, I've pretty much done what I can.
Too bad, we gotta fight.
Oh, no you don't. You stay your ass right there.
Go get Yakun and the boys.
Yep, and then I knew this would be good too.
Security all riled up. They've been looking all over for you. Didn't think you'd be dumb enough to stay. Could have sworn I saw you earlier at lunch. Now where have I seen that face? Oh, you're the guy from yesterday. The guy who stole my fucking phone. I'd say it's time for some payback.
Don't lose heart, Yagamichi. Already come this far.
Right.
I know.
I can get through this.
But you're on a time limit because you gotta deal with these guys.
Who the fuck are you and why are you in our school?
No answer? You're only making this worse on yourself, you know? You think some girls in gym clothes or something?
Does this mean we could beat the answers out of him?
Oh, yeah. We'll end up as heroes for breaking this nasty-ass pervert.
Sick. I always wonder what it'd be like to shatter a human bone. Whoa. What is this shit? This guy doesn't mess around, Yakun. We all need to take him at once.
Great, we gotta fight high school students. That's the dumb thing about this.
Don't let him go!
Oh my god. I am laughing my ass off.
This is more than just your average creeper.
Rowdy students. You gotta fight any of these dipshits.
Yagamichi, you can't get caught now. They'll label you as a sex offender. You don't want that on the news, do you?
No, can't have that.
Only one way out there.
Let's go! What? I don't think the Joestar secret technique's gonna work out with this.
Let's see what you got.
That all you got?
Oh, really? Oh, boy. Whoops.
Come on, bring it!
Hit the floor. That was real fun. I heard about the band. Heard good things about it.
Should I have gone easier on them?
Never mind those guys. You need to make yourself scarce. Unfortunately, you're on your own from here. 3 of us need to make our exit now, too. We'll all regroup at the office, okay?
Got it.
The bad guys, very good things about it. Yep, the Joestar secret technique. Running away. Yes, the Joestar technique works. And almost every Joestar has used it. Well, I'm after the stream. I'm going to be watching the Batman on HBO Max. Thank you, Eric, and thank you especially to all my mods for being here. Really, guys? Come on.
Really, guys?
Oh, good. More idiots. I am faster than lightning! Excuse me. Now you die. Is this wrong that I'm beating up some dipshit with a mask? No, the pandemic doesn't happen on this earth. Yes, the secret technique that never lets anyone down. I actually want to see the Batman. I plan on seeing it after the stream, and I will hopefully stream more. Hi, guys. That was pathetic, dude.
Really, guys?
And that's it. The secret technique does work after all.
Oh, man. You almost got arrested and put on the sex offender list.
There's no way I'd screw things up that bad.
In all seriousness, those bullies got what was coming. I kinda wish you messed them up worse. That way, they'd never bother Koda-san again.
Yeah, but that wouldn't really solve the problem. Not everything can be settled with a fight.
What? Wow, look who's talking.
But that's where those speakers come into play, isn't it?
Yeah, if everything goes as expected.
Hey, you did everything you could, right? So we'll see what tomorrow has in store.
Yep, that's right. Time to go to Seiyo High and put an end to the bullying. Yes, it will.
Yo. So, are you gonna come out to lunch with us or what?
Don't you have anything more to say than that, Koda? Get your ass up. Come on. Matsun's really not in the mood to deal with your shit today.
I'll just eat lunch here, okay?
Huh? You're giving us lip now? I guess you won't be needing this stuff then.
We told you to get your ass up, you little slut. Oh, maybe you've started fucking guys on your lunch break now?
You're out here living the dream, aren't you?
Enough! Get your ass up!
What's the fucking holdup, Koda? You should be thanking us for even inviting you to come.
So slow. I can't fucking stand you.
Well, damn. So much for my appetite. You guys are making me sick.
Hey, who the fuck said that? We're making you sick, huh? You guys talking about us?
You see anyone else being assholes? Of course he's talking about you.
Yeah, I've about had it with you punks. This shit's getting old.
The fuck? Ganging up on the same girl day after day make you feel real big?
Unfucking believable that it takes 3 of them to do the job.
Seriously, you guys? You're taking Koda's side here? You know she's just a whore, right?
You okay, Koda-san? Just ignore these losers.
How low can you go? Calling someone a whore isn't gonna win you any points.
Right? Let's hear it for the picture of purity over here.
What the hell? Hey!
She can dish it, but she can't take it. Hope the boys are watching.
What?
What the fuck, man? If you want to talk shit, say it to my face.
What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah. You know what, guys? It's true. You guys just need to leave her alone.
He's right. He's totally right. What's your problem with her anyway?
Yeah, Koda didn't do anything wrong, guys.
Exactly. So back off Koda-san already.
Stop acting like little punks. Get the hell out of here.
When you guys going to lunch, go choke on a chopstick.
Oh, how does it feel now?
Just get going, would you?
Yeah. Toss him out.
What in the hell is going on here?
Hey, Watson. Fuck this.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Fuck it.
Pure karma.
Wow. I've never seen those kids band together like that.
They all knew what was going on in there now. It can be hard to speak up even when you know something happening right in front of you is wrong. Not so different from adults, right?
Yagami-san, was everything we just witnessed part of your plan?
It's just psychology. There's this concept called the bystander effect. According to the psychologists, when a person witnesses an incident, there's 3 things that run through their mind if other people are in the vicinity. 1. If no one else acts, it must not be urgent.
Thanks, Warp.
2. If no one else acts, I don't have to take action either. And 3. If I take action alone, I'll embarrass myself. The result? Everybody stands there and nobody takes action. I just figured if I could get even one person to step up and raise their voice, it would spur the rest of them to push past their inability to act. Penguins are the same way. You ever seen a flock of them hesitating to take a leap into the sea? One takes the first plunge and the others all start following after.
The first penguin, you say? It's a fascinating term for a display of bravery. I've heard it said that overseas in America, the first penguin is a symbol of respect.
So for
can't say for certain this resolved your bullying problem. But here's hoping it's at least a good first step.
They're gone. You should be safe from them for a while.
We got the trophy, the first penguin.
What do you say we monitor the situation for now? Might not be wise for adults to intervene just yet.
I suppose your plan has worked out for the better.
Whatever.
But it should be teachers and administrators handling these matters, not detectives.
You know what? I couldn't agree more.
Then if you'll excuse me.
Oh, come on, man. Lighten up a little. You didn't have to rub it in her face.
You know what she thinks? She thinks we're some bums off the street trying to meddle in academic affairs.
Well then, I apologize on her behalf. But Yagami-san, that was some magic you worked there. Hard to admit this at my age, but I learned quite a bit from what you did.
I wouldn't go that far.
Good stuff, Yagami-san.
Naturally. I knew you would deliver.
Huh? Sorry, I have to take this. Hey, this is Yagami.
This is Shiosaki. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
I have a rather urgent request for you. It concerns a trial we've been involved with.
Listen, Sari-san, I'm a little busy. I don't know if I can take a rush job at the moment. We aren't even in Kamurocho right now. Actually, I'm in Yokohama.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm helping Sugiura out with a case for his new agency. We're on site right now. At Seiryo High School. Sari-san? You there?
Seiryo High? Somewhere near Ijincho? Is that the school?
So it turns out that 3 classic Sega Genesis games have just been made available for Switch Online. Space Harrier 2, Shining Force 2, and Sonic Spinball.
I think I heard something about that, actually.
He himself was a Seiryo High graduate. He'd returned to his alma mater to finish his teaching credential.
Just a sec. How do you know so much about this?
The teacher's name is Hiro Mikoshiba, and his body was discovered a few days ago. They found him in one of Ijincho's abandoned buildings.
Huh?
The body was badly decomposed, but Kanagawa police have just released his identity. Moments ago, in fact.
Moments ago?
This is gonna end today?
Thing is,
Yep, just happened today.
someone else knew Mikoshiba was dead, before the police even confirmed it. A sex offender, Akihiro Ehara. I defended him in court. The day Mikoshiba disappeared, Ehara was arrested at the station for groping. He's also an active duty officer.
So you're saying he committed the murder too?
No. The victim was still alive while Ehara was at the station in Tokyo committing sexual battery. He was caught and arrested on the spot. And he's been in jail for the 2 months since.
So if I have this right, he has an alibi for the murder?
Right. But there's more to it. A few days ago, someone lit flares at the location of Mikoshiba's body. It obviously couldn't have been Ehara, so I suspect that's the real culprit. But whoever that is somehow connected to Ehara.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's no other way he could have known about the body.
Exactly. There's clearly more to Ehara than an officer turned groper. More than likely, he's an accomplice to murder.
Okay. So do we have a motive?
4 years ago, Ehara's only son hung himself in their home. He was a student at Seiryo High at the time. And the way Ihara sees it, his death was the result of bullying at the hands of his classmate, Mikoshiba.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
It's highly likely. As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious. Up until today, I wrote Ihara off as just another train groper. But he got arrested for that on the exact day that Mikoshiba was killed. It can't be a coincidence.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better alibi than being arrested for a different crime, right? Otherwise, the cops would have pinned him as suspect number one.
But groping as an alibi? Why go to all that trouble? There had to have been a better way than that. I'm worried. As his attorney, I have to admit there's a chance Ihara planned this, which means I've made a critical oversight. Even worse, I let a misguided court issue a verdict. I can't allow that to stand. I need to reconsider both the harassment and the murder, because I think the truth is these cases are one and the same.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Can you see if anyone at Seiryou High will talk about Mikoshiba? Right now, we need more information. And the first thing we should focus on is how and why he disappeared. That could give us a lead.
So, does this mean you're hiring me?
It does. Consider it an official request, if you would.
Okay, I'm on it. No better feeling than when the jobs line up perfectly.
Yep, and it looks like we just got this finished. Chapter 1 has come to a close. And that lasted 2 hours, I'll give you that. So, what do you guys think of the first chapter? Was it rather interesting, or do you want me to do more? Because I'm more than happy to stream more Lost Judgment if given the chance. I'm just not gonna lie. In spite of all the issues that I had to contend with, I would like to thank everyone who has been there for me in this stream. Especially to all of my moderators here, who are supportive, who are caring, and remind me of how thankful I am. Because, to be frank, I really do enjoy what I do, to be honest. But now having to find out dealing against someone who is no longer my friend by any chance. I used to know the guy for years, and all this happened all because I stood up for my love, for my girlfriend Shelby, how I wouldn't give for us to get married. Because I'll be frank, she means too much to me, and I would do anything for her. But then to him, he sees it as an offense, and it's now become a bullying mess. So basically, this guy's now become the very thing that I don't want to deal with. Exactly. Mods who are not afraid to cut loose on assholes who don't get the facts. Exactamundo. To him, he's just taking it out on me because I kind of did use him as a punching bag. And I regret it. But honestly, in my opinion, there are times that I just need to move on. I have to move on because I can't just keep looking back. It's like one of my mods said, I can't please everyone. To those who are here, you guys have my thanks. I mean that. I'm going to wrap up the stream. I'm going to end my birthday tonight by watching The Batman on HBO Max. So, thanks for being there for me, guys. I mean that. I'm 37. I'm still a good guy. I'm not an old man. I'm not a racist. I'm not a sexist. I'm not a homophobe either. I'm just a person, and I'm not an e-beggar either. Sometimes I always ask, but I always remember that none of it is mandatory. I'm not DSP. Unlike DSP, I always put what I earn to good use. And thanks to Dr. Dark 7, who made it possible, not just on my birthday, but on April Fool's Day of all days, I'm very thankful for that. So, yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. If you guys want to see me do more Lost Judgment, let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. So, yeah, that's going to be it. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out. Guys, thank you. I really do mean that. Don't forget to like the stream if you enjoy it. Let's teach this dipshit how we do things around here. So, later.